Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, B.A., that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder...
Time out.
Whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Brunson taking his time here. From the elbow, that one falls.
And that in-between J, Brunson capable.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
He can't hit that time. Nice D from Bridges. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Allie, thank you. Back to Brunson. Hits hard on the wing. Bridges, left side. Outside Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's gotten his second bucket.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Outside, Brown. Outside, Holiday. Tatum from long range. And it's New York with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside, Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Towns outside. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Tatum. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, there's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Towns. And the layup is good off the glass.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And here's Porzingis. Pass to Brown. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. White on the wing. Now here's Tatum. Clock at 6. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 5 now.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
They kick it out to Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Towns can't get it to go.
Holiday's defense, he's such a pest down there. Got great length, great feet, and that's a nice block.
Tatum. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Putting the speed to work that time. Harkness flying down the lane.
Outside, Brown. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Achua with a steal. Outside McBride. Right side Hart. Left side Brunson. Outside Achua. 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. It's Brown on the wing. There's the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's White. Pass to Tatum. Achua with a steal. Here's McBride. He nails it, and we're tied.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
All of that happening because Porzingis moved well off the screen to find the space.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Boston with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to White. Porzingis, high post. Pass to Brown. Launches it. On target from range. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. And that's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Boston out in front, up 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Bowser can't get it to go. Outside Payne. And that one drops.
The interior trying to make it tough on Payne, and he just found a way.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
A nice shot by McBride.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Craig. Tatum looking it over. He takes it in. Good work defensively by Robinson.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Outside Anunoby. Down low. Here's Achua. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Celtics with the lead. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for New York.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
McBride attacking. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Towns. Over Porzingis. And Porzingis with the block. And he gets it back.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Tatum with it. 6 points for him. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Anunoby can't get it to go. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Here's Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. New York trailing. Poke loose. White with the steal. Brown in the high post. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. For 3, Porzingis. Achua with the rebound. And here are the Knicks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
Now here's Tatum. Give him 8. They double-team Tatum. The Knicks with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Pass to Achua. Here's McBride. And a nice finish on the layup. McBride's got 8.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
Now here's Holiday. Porzingis for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Porzingis has gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's a confident shot from Porzingis, and when he's pulling that quick, you know he's feeling it.
Outside Achua. Pass to Brunson. Here's Towns. 5 to shoot. Porzingis grabs the board. A tight one here in New York City. On the wing, Holiday. White with it. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Offensive board. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Holiday. Softly drops in the floater. 5 points in the game.
Killing them softly there. Holiday would be floater over the top. And that puts the D in a tough spot.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Holiday. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Flawless pick and roll motion there, executed to perfection by Drew Holiday.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
Left side, Brown. White for 3. No good on the shot. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front, leading by a point. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Celtics with the lead. Now here's Holiday. Shakes him. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Towns on a screen. To the inside. Over Porzingis. Towns. That's good. Towns has got 6.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and rolls. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
Knicks trail by 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Towns. And here's Hart. 6 to shoot. For 3, Bridges. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Celtics lead by 3. Here's Porzingis. He's got 5. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
A little shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Some people call Porzingis a unicorn, and they're not wrong. His terrific stature and his shooting ability, that is a rare combination.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's Brunson. 12 points for him. Sneaking inside, it's Brunson.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translates.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Celtics making their last shot. That shot off. Nice D from Tatum. Boston leading by 6. Outside Holiday. No good with the triple. And New York has possession. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense first. They play a ton of minutes. But this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Now here's Brunson. That one goes in. Brunson's got 18 points in the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Right side Tatum. 4-3. Another miss by Holiday. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Brunson. Off target at the rim. White with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Holiday perks up a little bit when he gets to the inside, knowing that there's the possibility of some contact.
Boston making a switch here.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Brunson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 20 points.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass. Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Here's Brunson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, B.A., the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Now here's Brown. Knocked away. And stolen by Brunson. To the middle. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third quarter. Spins. Here's Pritchard. Inside. Porzingis. Can't connect from short range. And here's New York now. Pass to Brunson. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Now here's Robinson, defended by Porzingis.
Got to talk on defense. That left him all alone.
Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. Now here's White. To halt the run. Driving to the basket. And here are the Knicks now. Here's Brunson. Wow, Brunson so quick down the lane.
Something about Brunson on the drive. He's just so fiery with the ball. Nothing's going to get in his way.
Here's Pritchard. And it's New York with a rebound. Now Brunson. 24 points for him. Way through Jalen Brunson.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
A nice shot by Tatum. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Back after this.
46.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Knicks leading by 4. Left side Robinson. Back to Payne. Out to the right wing. Releases. Towns can't get it to go.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Greg inside. And some solid defense from Towns. And here are the Knicks now. To the left side wing. From downtown. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Horford. Tipped away. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Here we go. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Back to Pritchard. A deep 3. The shot no good. New York leading by 6. Outside Anunoby. Outside McBride. This one for 3. Nails it from 3.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Pritchard. Driving inside. And it's good. 2 points.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Horford with a steal. Here's Craig. And the layup falls. Craig's got his first bucket in this one.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
The shot by Payne, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Out to Horford. Launches a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Payne. Shot clock at 6. Right side Robinson. Horford with a steal. Tatum inside. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Outside Payne. With the floater. And he lays it up and in. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Oh, the physicality of Brunson.
Oh, huge moment from JB. Brunson knocking it down.
The drive by Holiday. That shot off the mark. Oh, a nice D from Anunoby. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New York. Leading by 5. Here's Brunson. Count that bucket. Brunson's got 18 points in just the second half.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Second personal foul.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. Towns on a screen. To the wing, right side. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
Porzingis with it. He's covered by Hart. Back to Tatum. The 3. JT for 3.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Brunson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Drew Holiday.
Brunson, one of those guys who's just rugged at that guard position, able to throw his body around.
And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game. Up top, Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. Jacks up a 3. And it's Tatum missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Brunson. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So it's Boston now.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Tatum. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And Boston calls time here. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
White for 3. The Knicks pull it in. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Timeout called. The Celtics. They're down by 6. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
"15 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And here's Brown for 3. Hart pulls it in. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line, 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. So this one belongs to the Knicks. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Denver. Left side Murray. Here's Jokic. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Out to the right wing. Nice shot by Turner.
Got to be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
Here are the Nuggets with the ball. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. To the middle. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Jokic has got his second basket of the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. Halliburton for three. Another three for Indiana.
And good work by Halliburton, outthinking the defense and creating an opportunity for himself.
Pass to Jokic. From 18 feet away, connects, the jumper drops. Jokic has got 6.
And Jokic doesn't get a lot of lift on his shot, but he doesn't need it. I mean, he is money in the mid-range.
And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Pass to Porter. Outside Murray. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And there's the lob. There's the steal. And here's Murray. Now here's Gordon. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, when Gordon is playing with confidence, Aaron is a handful for defenders.
These are his first free throws of the game. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Now here's Neesmith. And out of bounds, Denver will have it.
Nuggets, number 4, Russell Westbrook.
The Nuggets trail. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Now Murray. Back to Westbrook. The three-pointer off the mark. Neesmith with it. And he's going for the oop here. Siakam looking it over. 5 on the clock. That three's off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Gordon. Excellent D there from Siakam.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And it's good. 2 points. Halliburton's got 5 points.
A nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring effort.
Now here's Murray. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Indiana with a rebound.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of it.
Now here's Jokic. 6 points for him. Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie LaForce.
We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. They now take the lead. Give him 8.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Knocks down the long J.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Here's Jokic. No good off the glass. Indiana leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Nesmith. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Westbrook taking his time here. Pass to Strother. On the wing, Porter. Buries it from 3.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
There's a screen by Toppin. McConnell from outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Pacers. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Here's Halliburton. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Now, you didn't expect Westbrook to back down, did you? I mean, he brings so much heart and hustle.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Pacers with a rebound. Here's McConnell. No points so far. Tries it from 19. Westbrook with the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
In the paint, Westbrook's agility makes him a tough cover. He just slips past the D and gets his shot.
And there's the drive. And Westbrook slams it home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers would drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Pass to Matherin. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, tricky move by Matherin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
Outside Murray. There's the drive. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And such an unpredictable player. I like how Halliburton uses this aspect to help draw fouls.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Stan, perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniforms, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. There's a screen by Turner. Halliburton for 3. Indiana again missing. Denver leading by 3. Down low. Here's Šarić. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Indiana making a switch here. Pacers trail by 5. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. And so Porter will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Jokic. Oh, Jokic powers it in.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
Here's Jokic. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Pacers trail by 3. And coach, a 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
Everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Graham.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Outside for Halliburton. There's a screen by Turner. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. Westbrook with the rebound. The Nuggets lead by 7. Pass to Jokic. Lets it fly. And again, Denver no good. And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. Inside. Here's Siakam. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Siakam's got 5 points.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
And they double up Jokic. Outside for Porter. No good on the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Nesmith. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Here's Jokic. Oh, what a slam from the big man Jokic.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. A nice shot by Halliburton.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
4 seconds left. Here's Jokic. Here's Brown. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Nuggets on top, leading by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's Indiana now. It's a 3-point game. Now here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position. But his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
The Nuggets lead by 3. To the inside. Here's Porter. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got 5 now.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable close-range look.
Going inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it, and you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. From 7, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. Timeout. He has 6.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here's Halliburton. He's got 12. Outside Nesmith. He buries it from 3.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Gordon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Porter a screen. Jokic in the post. Shoots over Nesmith. And the basket by Jokic. Jokic has got 18.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Outside Nesmith. From outside the arc. And it's Denver with a rebound. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Here's Jokic. Smart transition play by Jokic.
And this is how powerful Jokic is. Able to still score despite the contact.
Halliburton goes.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. And the Nuggets call time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Substitution on the court.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Jokic. Porter a screen. Mathurin with a rebound. Pacers trail by 6. Oh, taking the contact. Halliburton.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Mathurin in the NBA. It looks like he's already on that path.
It's Jokic, high post. 20 points for him. Indiana with a rebound. Nembhard outside. .133 left in the third quarter. Turner inside. 4 on the clock. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Pacers trail by 4. Inside. Gordon with a steal. Good drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
The quickness of Porter Jr.'s drive gives him the edge there. Defenses just can't react fast enough.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Pass to Turner. From the stripe. The shot comes out.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Here's Nembhard. That one no good. Good work defensively by Gordon. The Nuggets lead by 6. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Jokic. Outside Porter. Puts up a 3. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with a rebound. Pass to Turner. The 3. Mathurin. Sinks the tray. Mathurin's got 6 points.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate.
46.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 3-point lead. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Obi Toppin. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Halliburton on the attack.
The defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him for committing to his selection.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition ball.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
What a dynamic drive by Murray, upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
Lets it fly. The bank shot, no good.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton on the wing. Pulls up. Goes back up. Nice shot by Walker.
And such a strong guy. Walker could live in the paint.
Pass to Westbrook. High arcing shot. And the layup is good. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Here's the pick. Here's Matherin. Saric with some nice D. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Murray, no good. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Free throw good. Halliburton. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Turner. The three is up. Counted from distance.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The Nuggets want a timeout. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Siakam gets the bucket. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Kicks it out to Siakam. The deep three. The rebound by Murray.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
Nimhart. No good from outside. The Nuggets lead by 3. Gordon outside. Pass to Murray. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Halliburton misses. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Back to Jokic. Pass to Gordon. Left side Porter. Halliburton with the ball. And Indiana misses again. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
Halliburton outside. Shot to stop the run. And here's Siakam for three. Rebound by the Nuggets.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Jokic. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
And they're putting together another quality possession, taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. That'll be a 5-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And there's 1:38 left to the fourth. Pass to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Murray with it. For three. And that one's off. His 5th miss in 11 tries. Neesmith with it. To the paint. Here's Turner. That one's off. Still out of sync. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
Murray looking around. Jokic the screen. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 9. To the wing, right side. And here's Turner from the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
And Jokic drops them both.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Andrew Linhardt. That's his 2nd personal foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your Nuggets.
So he gets them both. And here's Indiana now. It's a 13-point game. Here's Shepard. McConnell outside. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
the Nuggets, winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, stands